Hello everyone, this is Sajid. Welcome back to the channel. I will be explaining about overtaking on one-way direction road. Now you see, it's a 3-lane one-direction road. Overtaking is not easy. We have to think well, and if you remember, I've explained it very well in my two-way direction overtaking video that we have to think of 3 things before we overtake. First one, if it is legal to overtake. How we know if it is legal or no? 2 way to find out. One, if the line between 2 lanes is solid or dotted. Dotted means you can overtake, solid means you can't overtake. Another thing to know is traffic sign on the road. If it is saying no overtaking, then you can't overtake. So now if you see, let's say this car is going behind the black car and this car feels this car is very slow. So what this car will do, will first of all think, is it legal? Dotted line in between. Yes, it is legal. Second, this car driver must think, is my car has enough power to go to that lane and cross this car and come back to the same lane. And the third thing, if it is safe. Why this car needs to think if it is safe or no? Because there is already so many cars maybe moving in that lane, so he needs to check mirrors and then indicate, and he needs to make sure there is no one which can come close to this car when it will go to that lane. He needs to be careful this lane and then cross, and then once this car comes to the center mirror of this car, then only this car must return to the same lane. And if we are behind a heavy truck like this one and you want to overtake, we must be extra careful because the truck block the visibility. If you are here, you are going in the same direction, but the problem is here you can't see what is the situation after the truck. So you need to be far behind so you get better visibility, the situation of the other lane where you're going to go to overtake, and then check behind if it is safe, indicate well in advance, and then only you can go to the another lane and cross the truck. When you see the truck in the center mirror of your car, then only you can come back to your lane. Basically, you need to overtake where it is really required. Otherwise, we need to be in our lane always. Hope I made it very clear. Thank you very much.